Welcome to Sex Ed with DB. I'm your host, DB. Let's get into it. Hey podcasters, want to learn how to make real money from your show without joining a big network or selling out? I'm DB, host of your favorite podcast, Sex Ed with DB, and I built my podcast into a six-figure business by mastering one thing: sponsorships. Now I'm teaching you exactly how I did it in a virtual 2-part workshop, Making Indie Podcasts That Pay, happening May 27th and May 29th from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time through Radio Bootcamp. We'll cover how to price your ads, pitch to brands that actually say yes, and build long-term sponsor relationships that pay you, not just your hosting fees. Whether you're in sex ed, storytelling, true crime, or anything else, this is the stuff I wish someone taught me when I started. The class is only $100, and spots are limited. And it's all online, so grab your seat now at radiobootcamp.org/classes or go to the link in the show notes of this episode. And let's get that podcast money. Hello, DB here, your favorite sex educator, pleasure expert, and rom-com critic. And today we are diving into a spicy little bonus episode that answers the age-old question that's toxic, spoiler alert: how do I get out of the friend zone? This is based in, we just did the movie Just Friends this week on Rom Com Vom. Big yikes-a-rooney to that film, a lot of manipulation masked as love, a lot of homophobia, a lot of fat phobia, and the whole film is built on the idea of, Ryan Reynolds' character Chris being in the friend zone with Amy Smart's character Jamie. And first, we want to make sure you listen to that episode. So if you haven't listened to that episode, it's very good, very funny. We have fantastic guests, Lauren Pacell and Holly Brown on. So highly recommend checking that out. Pause this episode, go back, listen. But if you're really wanting to hear how to get out of the friend zone, let's take a deep breath together. Because we need to start with a little myth busting. I cut off my own deep breath because I was so excited to say that. First, we need to understand that the friend zone isn't a real place, okay? It's not some emotional purgatory where if you wait long enough, you get rewarded with sex or a relationship. That idea is directly out of misogynistic rom-coms and Reddit incel rabbit holes, big yikes, and movies like Just Friends, where there's this idea that, oh, if I can only get out of the friend zone, then this person's going to want to fuck me and I'm owed that, right? I understand why the idea exists, right? Like you're close with someone, you care about them, you start to develop feelings. And if they don't feel the same way, that can really suck. It can be confusing. It can make you feel rejected, led on, invisible. So what do? What do we do with these feelings? Let's break down some sex-edified, consent-forward steps. And the first kind of section that I want to talk through is to name what you're feeling to yourself. Like before we jump to, oh, I'm in the friend zone, how do I make them like me back? It's important for you to ask yourself, what do I actually want out of this relationship, out of this friendship, out from this person? What do I want myself? Are you genuinely interested in a romantic connection with this person? Or are you kind of just generally craving sex or affection or validation or attention and just feel like they're the most available or best option? There's no shame. It's just clarity, and knowing your motivations really helps you make decisions that honor you, and it also honors them. So name what you're feeling, number one. Number two, communicate like an adult. A lot of these rom-coms are based on the idea that people don't know how to communicate, and that's super fucked up, right? Like as an adult, it's our job, it is our responsibility to make sure that we understand our feelings and be able to share them, right? Like if you're sure that your feelings are real and it's not just a projection of a lack of options or loneliness, then yes, it might be time for a conversation, right? Like some conversation starters could be, if you're feeling like you want to chat about your feelings with a friend, literally copy paste this conversation starter. Hey, I've been feeling some things and I just want to be honest with you. like, are you free to talk? Right? Like, maybe that would scare them, maybe that would worry them, but like, it's important to get it out there. You could even text something like that. And then over the phone or in person, it's important to say something like this: I think I might be interested in something more than just friends. What do you think about that? Right? Like, take note. You're not demanding anything here. You're not assuming that they owe you a relationship. You're just being real and you're being respectful. And if they are real and respectful and they say, I'm not interested in that, I'm just interested in being friends, that's your answer, right? Like, you need to respect it. No guilt trips, no disappearing acts, no like pretending like they don't exist. Holly, in our last episode of Just Friends, talked about a story where she was friends with someone in high school and he liked her and she didn't like him back. And then once he got into a real relationship when he was in his mid-20s, he dropped her. And like, that is specifically incel behavior that we need to really like cut the shit. Like, no passive aggression. If someone is not interested in you back, it doesn't mean that, like, you are owed anything. If you are honest, that's all that you deserve, is honesty in return. But if they say yes, if it's mutual, that's pretty fun. Could be scary to kind of get into a new territory with a friend, but it's important to talk about boundaries, intentions, whether you both want to explore a shift in your relationship physically, emotionally, romantically. And so, that's really fantastic. And again, if it's not mutual, that hurts, but also you're no longer stuck like wondering what if, right? Like, you can move on, you can flirt with someone who is into you, you can really keep that emotional and physical and romantic energy for someone who really wants to meet you there. And if staying friends is too hard after you like share your opinion with them or share your feelings and they're not into it, that is valid as well. Like, if you need space, like, that is up to you, but ghosting a friend, like just throwing a tantrum like Chris Brander does in Just Friends if they don't like you back, is not cool. And is, we need to like rise above that. Like, you are allowed to take space, you're allowed to protect your peace, but ghosting someone just because they don't want anything more with you is not cool. So if you want to know kind of like the actual real secret here, how to get out of the quote unquote friend zone, I would stop seeing your friendship as a lesser form of connection. Like, if someone does not want to date you and just wants to continue being friends or close friends or best friends, it does not mean that you're unworthy. It just means that you're not their person, and that's okay. And romance isn't a prize for being nice. Like, if you are just doing the bare fucking minimum, that does not grant you access to someone's body or someone's heart. And consent and desire and compatibility are really the name of the game here, right? So to wrap up here, let's really throw the term friend zone in the trash where it belongs with other misogynistic rom-coms from the early 2000s. And the people who are best at forming deep romantic relationships are the ones who already are great friends, who have fun, who laugh, who communicate, who respect boundaries, who aren't trying to manipulate their way into someone's pants. So be that person, not one of those angry incels on Reddit, angry that I'm not getting sex and I deserve it and everyone's just friend zoning me. Not cool. So yeah, know that you are worthy of love. You are beautiful how you are. Communicating is key, and be yourself and you will find the right person, even if it's not your friend. And if it's mutual, fucking baller. Then you can explore something new with that person, and that's really fun and exciting. This has been a bonus episode from your favorite sex educator and pleasure expert and rom-com critic. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye. Our creator, host, and executive producer is me, Danielle Bezalel, aka DB. Our producer is Sadie Lidji. Our communications lead is Cathren Cohen. Our music theme is by Hook Sounds. Thanks so much to our featured guests, partners, and listeners. If you have a rom-com you remember from growing up and want us to cover it on Rom Com Vom, submit it to us by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and leaving a comment on Spotify. Want to partner with us? Email us at sexedwithdb@gmail.com. For more sex ed content, follow us on Instagram @sexedwithdbpodcast. See you next time.